Hello there, everybody, and welcome to the May 26th edition of the OOTP 21 Perfect Team series I've been doing, the Universal Pioneers. Right now, we are at over 2,500 points, but I'm going to try a new strategy. That is, if the computer will allow me to. Hang on for just one moment, folks. I'm going to bring something up. There we go. That should work now. Always good to have technical difficulties when you're about to do a thread or a blog or whatever. What you want to call this, an entry or whatever. We're at 2,589 points. We've been demoted back to the Stone League. We are in Stone League 161. And it's day 34, but we've already amassed a whole bunch of points, 2,589 points. So instead of buying packs, I have a strategy that I'm going to employ. And the thing about doing OOTP Perfect Team is never to use one strategy, because if you use one strategy and you get stuck in that one strategy, then you can't adapt to the situation as things change. So I guess the best advice I could give you in a nutshell, playing OOTP, is to not use any one strategy and just go with your gut. I am learning this the hard way doing this series of entries on this YouTube channel. And as you can see there, pretty much the same team. Let's just show you how we're doing. We're first in runs scored. We're third in runs against. So there's no real need to improve the team right now. Let me just see. Josh Hamilton has had a very good start. 5 homers, 17 ribbies, a 430 batting average. But this is like after about 35 games or so. Hamilton it's just Hamilton in my mailbox right now. Let's look at Chris Bryant. I wanted to look at him because I might try something. He's projected to go 4.8 in WAR. He really hasn't been up until recently good at the plate, and I really like to watch my diamond players and see how good they do at the plate, how good they do pitching, because if I don't have a good diamond player, then I probably have the wrong diamond player, and I would be looking for a trade. So here's the strategy. First, let me see if I have any players to sell off, deadwood players as I like to call them. And we have 5, so we'll go ahead and do that while we wait. The strategy is going to be 28, 75, 52, and we don't get them back. We might get them back. Do this first, and I'll tell you the strategy. I'm going to go after a big name diamond player. Is my strategy. This is another 52 that will go. Blue came back to us. He needs the points. 28 and 80 is 158 divided by 254. He might come back to us. The price has gone down on Blue a bit, I do reckon. Paul Sewald. Yeah, I figured that would be too high. 28, 120, 148 divided by 274. And Ray Sanchez came back to us. So that's 6, 15, 21 divided by 2, rounding up. That's not 44. That's a channel in St. Pete on St. Pete Tampa market, WTOG. It used to be the big independent station here. Channel 11, WTOG, which is now part of the CW network. So my strategy is this. I'm just going to hang on to the points and wait for a big name. Somebody on YouTube, and I forget the exact channel, my apologies for not mentioning who this is, mentioned that I should go looking for Ralph Kiner, the 1940s, 50s player, because he will bring in a lot of home runs. So let me just look at Ralph Kiner real fast, see how he's selling. You can get him right now for as low as $72.50, and I'm at $25.89. And look at this card. This card was highlighted by, like I said, a YouTube. Not a very good base runner, not very good in the field, but oh my God, could this guy hit? 128 power, 135 against fellow righties. This is going to be a card worth watching. And as soon as I get to about the point where I got 7,000, 8,000 points, I'm going to be shopping for Mr. Kiner and try to add him to the team. Like I said, you know, if you stick to one strategy doing Perfect Team, you're doomed. And I guess that has been my problem with it the first two seasons I have played it in OOTP 19 and OOTP 20. If you stick to one strategy, you doom. Sometimes you gotta wait, amass points, and this would be a perfect time since we are in playoff position through 28 games. Now, 28 games, not that's not a full season, of course. We'd be in the wild card right now, but our team should be good enough to wait to get Mr. Ralph Kiner, left fielder of the Pirates. Of course, he went on and was a commentator, and not a lot of people would say not a good one, with the Mets on WOR for a long time. In fact, when I was growing up in the Tampa St. Petersburg area, sometimes, not every time, one of the cable systems just to my south would have WOR out of New York. Our cable system, which covered Largo and St. Petersburg, would have WOR occasionally. Like sometimes they would have it, sometimes they wouldn't have it. Ditto with Channel 40 in Sarasota, WXLT, which is now has some other call letters. Sometimes they'd have Channel 40 on the system, sometimes they wouldn't have Channel 40 on the system. But if I went to my aunt's house in Seminole, and Seminole was part of what they call Vision Cable, then you would get Channel 40 out of Sarasota and Channel 9 out of Tampa. Not out of Tampa. There is a Channel 9 in Tampa, but it's the Spectrum News Channel nowadays. But Channel 9 out of New York, WOR. So I'm not going to make any changes, and we're just gonna stand pat for now, and that's going to be it for today's entry. I hope you all enjoyed it. We'll be back some point in the near future. I would say probably, I would say tomorrow or Thursday. With that, I bid you all adieu. Thanks for watching. Goodbye, everybody.